Welcome to episode 31 of the Die Laugh Love podcast. A reminder why I call it the Die Laugh Love podcast, a play on those three words: live, laugh, love, die, laugh, love. It's a reminder that no matter what we have in common or what we have for differences, each one of us will eventually die. And with that being said, we should do our damnedest before that happens to love and laugh as much as possible, to do the best that we can to bring that into our own lives, in the lives of others. It's been about 6 weeks since I've hosted one of these episodes because the way I've been describing it is my life recently has been an intentional whirlwind combined with an unintentional hurricane. So let me give you a quick illustration as to what's happened for me over the past couple of months. Mid-September, I had a series of live events. Came back from those live events here at Deep Earth Arts in Littleton, New Hampshire. We hosted a goblin market, which, if you're not familiar with that, you should think of it as a large witchy farmers market with artists and vendors and food and music and readers and all that good stuff. After that, I had to take off to Alaska because in the beginning of August, I drove my son up to Alaska to start a new life. It wasn't what he was expecting. He got lied to by his work, all of that. But what really clinched it for him was going through an earthquake, a 4.0 earthquake. And that was enough for him to come back to New England. So I made a 12-hour flight from Boston to Anchorage and then drove 6 days doing 12 to 15 hours in a truck each day, getting back to Vermont. I don't recommend that to anybody. It zapped me. It really, really did. Came back from that, had a couple of days to partake in a vow renewal ceremony. My husband and I have been married for 15 years, and we eloped 15 years ago, and we decided about a year ago that we were going to have a big party, the one that we never had. And that was the intentional whirlwind combined with the unintentional hurricane of getting to Alaska and getting back. Since then, we've hosted another goblin market, live events, all of that. It's been absolutely wild for me. And the thing that my son and I had in common, and I think a lot of folks here will relate to this, is one of the reasons why he decided to go to Alaska was because as a 22-year-old young man, he didn't realize that what he was suffering from was burnout. He had worked 2 long, hard years, had not taken a break, had not taken a week's break. So what he ultimately needed was a vacation, and he didn't know that. I have been diagnosed by my therapist as having burnout with a capital B. So I've been doing everything that I can to mitigate that, fill my cup back up, all of that. And one of the things that my therapist, that I love dearly, has reminded me that we can all get burnt out doing the things that we love. So I think a lot of people who are helpers, who put their hearts into what they're doing, we can oftentimes not take care of ourselves or have these circumstances pop up that drain us of our energy. We can find ourselves in this very depleted space, and then we can check in with ourselves and go, hey, am I doing something wrong? Now I'm supposed to be doing the work that I'm doing here. Maybe I'm supposed to be doing it a little bit differently, but I have found myself to be completely exhausted, depleted, but I wouldn't be doing this episode if I hadn't found myself back on my feet. Just wanted to let folks know that's where I've been. And if you're a helper and somebody who's devoted to caring for others, whether it's animals or people or your family or community, be mindful of the amount of energy that you have, the amount of energy that you put into it, because burnout is a real thing. And I think in America, when we're taught to just tough it out and push through it, we're not really encouraged to take care of ourselves to the extent that we need to. So that's where we're at. This is a collective spirit gallery, which means I will start to channel spirit. I'll bring spirits forth. I don't have control over who comes forth and what they have to say. I do want to let folks know that for lack of a better way to put it, I have an angel that helps me, a spirit that helps me facilitate this, and they organize who comes through and what's shared and what the theme of the episode is. Being that this is episode 31 in October, the number 31 is a pretty big deal in the month of October because it's Halloween. And I want to talk to folks about Halloween and give you a little bit of insight into where it came from if folks aren't really sure or aware of the tradition. So, primarily, it's an Irish holiday called Samhain. Some of you might see it spelled Samhain, but it's pronounced Samhain. I tend to not use the word Celtic because Celtic can mean so many different things, from German to French to British to Scottish to all of that Northern European area. And in those Northern European traditions, especially the Irish tradition, they would split the year into two different parts. And I hesitate to talk about the wheel of the year because it's sort of like a modern pagan invention. But essentially, what we would have is May 1st and November 1st. And I want to talk to you about those two dates, okay? Because May Day, a lot of folks are familiar with May Day, or what would be known in pagan circles as Beltane. And then on the opposite side, we would have November 1st, or in the Catholic traditions, we'd have All Saints Day. But let's talk about the Halloween tradition and ultimately where it came from. It was a time of harvest. And what I mean by that is May 1st, the beginning of spring, those ancestors of ours in Northern Europe would bring their livestock out to pasture. Traditionally, they'd walk them through two bonfires, bring them out to pasture, and they would spend the summer grazing, getting fatter, if you will. This time of year was the opposite. We'd bring our livestock in and we would harvest them. That's a kind way of just saying we would put them down. We would harvest them. So it is a season of death. If we're in the northern hemisphere, what we're watching is the land go dormant around us. Autumn leaves, the trees are getting bare. So it is a time of slowing down and a time of darkness. Fast forward many, many years, Catholics doing their thing in Europe, turning it into All Saints Day. And then as the European immigrants would make their way to America, it would turn into the tradition that we know now of jack-o'-lanterns and trick-or-treating and costumes. But one of the things that I want to bring up for folks here, if you've never heard me say these words before, I am a big believer in what I call vitamin joy. And what I mean by that is getting joy in like a vitamin. One of the things about this human condition is the pain, the trauma, the turmoil, the chaos, the grief. All of those are going to visit each and every single one of us. And we're not going to have to do anything to have that happen. They will all cross our thresholds. Nobody's going to invite them in. When it comes to joy, we need to intentionally seek that. So when it comes to Halloween and this season of death, it is also Scorpio season during Halloween. When we get into this season of death, I think it's really appropriate that we have costume parties and candy and trick-or-treating and all sorts of joy to help compensate for the inevitability of the death that we're facing, livestock face, all of that. So that's a reminder to do your best to get the joy in, whether you're a big Halloween person or not. The other part that I want to bring in is the act of commemorating and honoring our beloved dead and our ancestors. And one of the things that we often hear about this time of year that I take issue with it just because of who I am and what I do, is we often hear that the veil is getting thin. The veil is getting thin. We hear this often. For me, the work that I do with spirit doesn't get any stronger in October than it is in April. That veil between our world and the world of the dead is what it is essentially all year long. But it is an appropriate time because it is a season of death to commemorate our loved ones. And in the the Latino traditions we have, especially in Mexico, we have the Day of the Dead. A lot of folks will see that around November 1st or All Saints Day. So I would encourage folks to do what they can to set up an ancestor altar, You might already have something like that. Every morning, what I do is I make a cup of coffee and put a little maple syrup into it for my ancestors. I take that cup of coffee, little cup of coffee, instant coffee with a little bit of maple syrup. I put it near my ancestors and I just say, hey, here's some coffee and maple syrup to show my love and reverence for you. May you take sustenance from it and delight from it. I don't know how it works. I wish I did. I wish I had a better idea of how our spirits take energy and sustenance from the offerings that we leave them. But this is a age-old tradition, especially if you go into Asian restaurants, Japanese, Chinese, Thai restaurants, you'll often see bowls of fruit and water out by pictures of ancestors, and they are taking sustenance of sorts from it. Walking into today and knowing that I would be talking about Halloween and the ancestors, one of the things that was coming to me is this idea of tradition and carrying tradition forth. And I speak of this in a way that, my parents were really disconnected from their parents. So I don't have much in the way of religious or spiritual or family traditions. I have some things that would go on with my parents, but I don't have any of these things that come down the line multi-generationally. And that brings me to the part of our time together here where I'm channeling spirit. I want to let folks know that how this happens is I'm going to bring forth spirit, and you are part of this. You're going to have to wave your hand, unmute you, say, hey, I think this is my brother, my dad, what have you. And I want to tell you, the worst thing that you can do for a guy like me is just to sit there and shut up. Okay, I'm just very down to earth when I do this. And one of the things that I have struggled with in live performances and in doing this is that I consistently get emails and messages from folks who say, well, that was my person, but I didn't want to speak up. And I'm like, then why are you participating in this? Please speak up. Please participate. Your spirits want to be here with you. They want to pass messages on to you and they want to speak to you. So let me lean into the analogy that I always use. If you've never heard it before, what separates us from the world of spirit is like a one-way mirror we would see in a cop show. We're on the side of the suspects, pretty oblivious to what's going on the other side. Our spirits are on the side of the police where they see us, they feel us, and they know us, and they want the best for us. We are ultimately their movie, and they want us to have the best life while we're here. So their information and any of the messages that they pop through, it's in the best interest of everybody. So every time I do a group session like this, primarily all of the messages that I receive really are for everybody, but I will get connected to certain individuals. I started my day today by going on what I call my old man walk. I go on an old man walk as often as I can daily, if possible, because I want to be an old man. I want to connect with nature. I want to get out there and move my body, process the things that are going on in my life. And as I was going on my walk, something hit me. So this thing has been with me all day, and this person is excited to talk to you. So here's where we're going to get into this, okay? And this is where we're going to talk about tradition. I want to talk to somebody here who would have had a man in their life who would have loved chocolate peanut butter cake. Chocolate peanut butter cake. I have been tasting chocolate peanut butter cake all day. And it feels specific to like a birthday or something that was done often. So this is somebody who would want to have chocolate peanut butter cake made for them, somebody who would have sort of tradition around that. I'm really getting the chocolate, like chocolate cake with peanut butter frosting. So I want to talk to anybody here who has that.
I have that.
Okay. So, hi, Emily. If you could do me a favor, put your video on for me. Okay. I want to talk to you about who this person was. Um, I'm going to use this word with love. This person's coming through like a bruiser. And the words that I use, bruiser, is like, I don't know if he was rough and tumble or fought in bars or things like that. Was this person a bruiser?
Okay, so okay, so I have an ex-husband, and for every year for his birthday, we made a Reese's peanut butter chocolate cake every year. Um, as far as I know, my ex-husband is still alive, so I'm not sure if that's something the spirit's telling you a memory about or if it's coming directly from them, but my ex-husband's definitely still alive.
Oh no, sorry, Emily. So this is somebody that's in spirit. This is somebody
Okay.
that's in spirit that wants the cake here. So thank you for that. I saw somebody else wave their hand. Okay, so Mary Ellen, I'm going to ask you to unmute yourself. Okay,
Hi.
hello.
So yeah, it's my late husband,
Okay,
and he actually made the chocolate cake, and I
with the peanut butter frosting.
made the frosting.
Okay, is this a recipe that you have on a card?
It is. It's
Okay,
an old family recipe from his side of the family.
okay. Uh, was he a tough guy?
He was a construction superintendent, so you might say that, yeah.
Okay, okay, okay. Bruiser. Yeah, bruiser energy. And bruiser energy. Okay. So here's the interesting thing for me. I do believe this is your spirit. So we're gonna get connected here. We're gonna get connected here. Has it been a while since you've made this cake?
Uh, yeah,
Okay.
a very
Keep
long
that
time.
tradition alive. Okay. Keep the tradition alive. Okay. Um, why am I hearing buttercream frosting? I don't know, like it's just buttery and rich. There's got to be something with like butter in that frosting. I'm not sure what it is, but
There-
I've
It's
never
a
made the cake in my life. So, all right.
it's a
Can I
very,
ask you, Mary Ellen, on your nightstand, do you have a picture of this man?
absolutely.
Okay. You're actively speaking to this man, like like he's beside you all day, right? Like you're talking to him, you're having this conversation with him. Okay, okay, okay. Um, okay, so I have a silly sense of humor here. Why is he encouraging you to get your hair done? Has it been a while? I can't tell from here. You're about this big on my screen.
It has been a while, and he knows that I need to get it done because I'm disappointed with how I fix it in the morning. So yeah,
Okay. The other thing, do you have a junior? And when I say junior of him, I'm talking like mini me, like a clone. Like, is there a son that's like him?
off the phone with him.
Say it again for me.
I just got off the phone with our son.
Oh, okay, 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 okay. Interesting. Okay.
It's heavy.
No, no. Well, there's a sense of how like I'm feeling tightness in my jaw, so that's usually the sign of anxiety and like grinding my teeth and like for him, like having a load to carry. I want to talk to you about that. It's fascinating. Is this guy pretty square? Is your son pretty square?
Yeah.
The reason why I say this, and I'm a Vermonter, and I'm just gonna put it out there. Would oh boy, would your son benefit from cannabis?
Um, no doubt he has. Um,
Okay,
as far as for his anxiety, probably.
something like that. It feels like herbal. Let's just call it herbal medicine. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Whether it's a chamomile tea or maybe some Cheech and Chong. There's some energy from um, there's some energy from dad to son about not having to carry the burden, not having to carry the weight. Okay, and the other thing, does he live far away from you?
A distance, yeah.
A distance. Why has it been a while since he's come over? It's like I'm getting like, get your ass to mom's house, get your ass to mom's house. So this is one of those things that you might want to play for him after it's available, on YouTube or what have you. Send this to the son. It's funny. It's like the words that are coming to my mind are noble sufferer. Like gonna carry the weight of the world on my shoulders, gonna do it all, gonna like it just feels like there's so much on this kid's shoulders. And I say kid, probably guys older than me. I don't know. You know what I mean? A lot of intense energy, almost like an electric fence I'm holding on to.
There is. You're right.
Okay.
And I talk to his father daily about that.
These are questions that like, what is he trying to prove? What is he trying to prove to himself? What is, what is he trying to prove? What is he trying to prove? What is he trying to prove? So it's almost like the kid needs an etch a sketch. Like, I gotta etch a sketch him. I gotta like take him and totally like reset him and give him like recalibrate him. Um, but ultimately, dad doesn't want to see him suffer. Dad does not want to see him suffer, but it also feels like a great degree of the suffering is self-inflicted. So I wish that there was a way to get through his thick skull. That's like what I'm hearing. I wish there was a
Well,
way to get through his thick skull.
no one, and he's a lot like his father.
Talk to me about a gold bracelet. Like a gold bracelet. I'm seeing a gold bracelet. Is there a gold bracelet in your life?
There is.
Okay. Okay. I wish I could have said goodbye before I went. I wish I could have said goodbye before I went. He didn't have a chance to say goodbye to your husband.
Um, Not really. No.
First 5 years were the toughest for you, most especially with him. Um, Ultimately, he's so grateful that you stopped blaming yourself for this. So there was some self-inflicted pain that you were going through, like I could have done more, I should have done more, blah, 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 all that. But you've moved away from it. And that is such a gift to give him. Okay. Why? What is, what's the price is right? Why would I see that? What's the price is right?
It was kind of a inside joke that we had.
It's
Yeah.
funny. Hold on one second. It's funny. It's funny. It's funny. So, um, I think everybody's familiar with the Price is Right. Come on down. That whole idea of like coming on down. Like, all right. Uh, I cannot wait for you to come on down. This is really funny. Like there is a point in time in the future, Mary Ellen, where you transition into spirit. This is just a fact of life for everybody. And for him, there's a sense of excitement there because there is a reuniting. Okay. So almost like the afterlife is a game show. You know what I mean? Like, come on down. Like there's that sense of excitement. And I know that you've worked on this, but he would love to see you be less hard on yourself. You're not the kindest. You've done some work. Obviously, gained, you've gained some perspective, what have you, but you still can kind of be pretty awful to yourself when it comes to things that are outside of your control. This illustrates that he sees you, he hears you, and now he says he wants you to have a bowl of Kraft macaroni and cheese. Like just the fake stuff, the not the homemade stuff, but I'm seeing like the Kraft macaroni and cheese. That's what he wants you to have. Also, can I ask? He's trying to talk about Halloween traditions. What were caramel apples a thing?
Big time.
Big time. Okay. Can you do those? Like the caramel apples or the candy apples and like the roll them and you know, I this is where it gets difficult for me because we here on the human side of things, we take so much things for granted, and even the little things like caramel apples. he would he, he just wants to see you in the kitchen, okay? Like he just wants to see you in the kitchen, but from a place that's bringing delight and joy to you. He wants the Halloween traditions, okay? He wants the Halloween traditions. I also want to ask, and this is a callback to many, many, many years ago, one of my favorite movies of all time. Many people have not seen it, but did you ever watch The Witches of Eastwick?
Yes.
So you know that movie? A lot of people don't know that movie, and I'm like flabbergasted that people don't know The Witches of Eastwick with Cher and Susan Sarandon and Jack Nicholson and Michelle Pfeiffer. Really one of the greatest movies. And hold on one second. Hold on. He's showing me, and I just want to illustrate to folks how this works. And this is one of the reasons why this stuff kicked off on me when I got older, because they're going through my mind, they're going through my memories, they're going through my symbols, you know. Um, this guy, Mary Ellen, he's funny. So there is a scene in The Witches of Eastwick. I'm not sure if you, because it's a movie from the 80s. There's a scene in The Witches of Eastwick when Jack Nicholson's in a bathrobe rolling around on a bed. Okay. I don't know if you remember this. All
Yes.
right. And he refers to himself as like a horny little devil. Okay. How similar was your husband to Jack Nicholson?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Um, it's funny. It's funny. But also interestingly, not not gregarious, classy. Like this is
Very,
like I'm sorry,
very.
say it again for me.
Yeah, it was not pervert kind of stuff at all in any way, shape.
No.
No.
No. It was like
Yeah.
classiness to it. Yeah. Um,
I was his lady.
Fascinating. Okay. He's got a lot of how do I just will say ego to him. He's got a lot of ego to him. And what I mean by that is like never had anybody like me. Never had anybody like me. Like I'm the one and only. I'm the one and only. The what you need to remember too is that when you make that transition to spirit, you'll get reunited with him. And why is he kicking you in the butt to make a Thanksgiving turkey? Like now he wants Thanksgiving. Like
Because he knows I despise turkey. I just dislike it. I've cooked so many turkeys over the years for other people in different catering jobs, and he absolutely loved turkey. Yuck.
do you celebrate Thanksgiving? Do you have like family time? Do you do that? Okay. Just make sure it's the traditions, right? It's that tradition. The He just popped my anniversary into my head, which is October 13th. What's your anniversary? He's talking about anniversary traditions. Like the cake. He wants the cake. I think either on the anniversary or the anniversary traditions that you would have done.
Well, our anniversary is actually in August, so
Mhm.
I mean, I
What
can.
you don't even need to tell me what the traditions are. It's just like
I mean, I
celebrate them,
can.
celebrate them.
I always do something special.
Okay. He wants you to know that you're going to be around longer than you wish to be. Okay, which means that you have multiple Halloweens and Thanksgivings to celebrate these things, multiple anniversaries to get through before you get there. But time doesn't exist in the world of spirit. It's really hard for us to understand that. So for him, watching you in this 3D reality where there's time and growth and death, for him it's almost like you're there with him, but he understands that there's this in between time between today and that transition before you're reunited. Did he write you greeting cards? Greeting
Yes.
cards. He wrote in greeting cards. Okay. I'm seeing that almost like he's like I see the poetry on one side or like the words. Uh, it feels like you need to revisit those things. It feels like you need to revisit those things, like pull those things out, see his handwriting, see his words that he shared with you. Okay. Um, also, wrap your head around this. I don't think your son's ever going to listen to you. Okay.
No, I actually just told him that he wasn't ready to hear what I had to say.
But, and we don't rush there, right? We don't go there before it's our time. He, you're really going to like being in spirit because you're going to be able to get up in everybody's business. Okay, like you're going to be able to see this and see that and know what's going on and know what's happening. um I say this with love, but he says there's a part of you that's a little nosy. Okay, like wanting to know what's going on. You're going to be able to see those things from that perspective. He can't wait to share those things with you. I will say this to you: you're the best thing that ever happened to him, and you need to know that you were the best thing that ever happened to him. You made his life worth living. Those are the words he's sharing with me. So I'm not sure what kind of life he had before you came into the picture, but it was like it was born again when you came into the picture.
Very much
You
so.
made his you made his life worth living. Now remember to live your own. Okay, and that's important. So you still have life. He doesn't have a body. The other thing too is playing cards with dad. He's playing cards with dad. Do you remember him ever playing cards with his father?
No, not his father.
Your father? Somebody? He's like,
Could be my dad. I mean, in
he
spirit.
wants you to know that he's entertained. He wants you to know that he's entertained. Like he's doing things that are occupying his time. He's entertained. He's having fun. He's playing games. He needs you to know that. Okay. Um, whether it's an older brother of his or somebody, there's family there with him and they're
Both
playing games.
there. On
So
both.
it's funny for them to watch you because you're like their sitcom. They watch you, you're like their
See,
sitcom, and you walk around talking to yourself, like patting around little feet. You're like blah 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 blah. You're like a sitcom to them. So keep it up. All right. You bring them joy as they're watching you do this life thing. You bring them a great deal of joy. Thank you for being an excellent wife. Thank you for being an excellent mother. And thank you for being an excellent survivor. You have to know the way we carry on can give them a great deal of peace or suffering. So the way that you've carried on and the way that you've lived your life since he's been gone has given him a great deal of peace. And that's important to recognize people who are surviving in a healthy way, not a self-destructive way, but a healthy way. Okay.
I tried even while I was holding his hand as he crossed over. I basically said that we would be okay and that it was okay for him to go.
Was he not conscious when that happened?
Not really.
Okay.
Oh, he knew I was there. Most
Tell me
definitely.
something. Tell me something. Was he ever a greaser?
Yes, he was back in the day.
Like like the
Uh,
Elvis hair?
Before I knew him, he had a beautiful head of hair. Yeah.
The greaser Elvis hair. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
The question is was there a picture of him with like a classic 1957 Cadillac? Was there like a picture of him with his car when he was a kid?
If there was or is, I don't have it. I have seen pictures of him when he was like a teenager and, older adolescent. And definitely the whole slick back hair, t-shirt rolled up, pack of cigarettes in the thing. Yeah, all of that.
Racer, yeah. It's like I'm seeing it like I'm almost polishing my rims. You know what I mean? I don't know like where this love of a car came in. I don't know if that exists, but I just get this feeling of like him next to a car. Maybe that's older. Maybe that's more in the future for him. Um, the point of that is this. Okay, I love this. When we move to spirit, we go to what is called the ideal body. Okay. And he wants to remind you of that because while he can present himself to a person like me, basically he's very youthful, very like healthy, youthful, vibrant. And um he says that you're frustrated with your body. You don't like your body's not cooperating, but that's not how you're going to be when you pass. So you're going to return to an ideal body. Okay. And this guy, all the right parts of you are not going to shrink. Okay. This is a funny thing to say. All the right parts of you are not going to shrink. Okay. So I'm like a 46-year-old man that will still blush, and I can't believe I'm having this conversation with you. All right. Just know that he loves you. He can't wait to see you. Continue carrying on as a survivor. All right. Continue carrying on as a survivor, healthy, vibrant, doing your best to bring as much love to your family as possible. Those okay, please make the cake, the
I
chocolate
will.
cake with the frosting. Don't wait for anniversary, don't wait for Halloween, don't wait for anything. Just make the goddamn cake, please, for him. All right. And
Yeah.
when you do this, and this is just something everybody should know. Take slice him off, give him a slice, put it on a plate, put it near his picture, and just let it sit out for a few hours, and then toss it in the trash. Just dispose of it. Some traditions will actually eat the food after, and some traditions will say, well, spirit's taken all the calories out of it. It's theirs. You don't want to eat it because it's disrespectful. You can do whatever is called to you. I generally dispose of it after I make my offerings. Do yourself a favor for him. Buy yourself a big dozen red rose. Like he's showing me this big dozen red roses and he wants to give you those.
So that was what I carried when we got married. And the only prenup we had was that every child I had with him, that I deserved a dozen roses. So, yeah.
So yeah. Well, I know this is like kind of awkward. You're gonna have to go out and buy them for you, like
Awkward at all. Believe me, at my age, if I want flowers, I buy my own damn flowers.
oh, okay, good. You deserve a dozen red beautiful roses. Um the guy's like, well, not on Valentine's Day because they're super expensive, so buy them now when they're cheaper. Like even from there, he's frugal. That's so funny. That's so funny to me. You can get a dozen red roses for maybe 20, $25 now. Valentine's Day, they're what, 60 to 80, who knows? But just like get them now. Okay. Get them now. He just can't wait to see you. You got to know he just can't wait to see you. All right. For him,
Wonderful.
it's only a matter of moments. For you, it's years. But as we know, as we get older, those years go by like days.
Yeah, absolutely. Wow.
Okay. Thank you for being a great survivor. I got to move on to the next one. So thank you for that. All right, here we go. So I want to talk about I have who feels like the word body comes to mind. Bawdy, body, like body. She was embodied. A bigger woman, kind of I can hear her laughter. Her laugh almost sounds like Roseanne's laugh from like Roseanne Barr from the TV show. Almost like a cackle. This woman is coming through and there's a potato salad recipe here that she would love to have made again, but it's bigger and deeper than that. I want to talk to somebody who would have had a like what feels like a badminton net in the backyard, or like maybe a volleyball net or a badminton net. And I'm seeing the classic, like I'm tasting barbecue chicken. This is like summertime stuff. This is barbecue stuff. The potato salad super salty. I think she would have liked salt on it or would have made it really salty. Um, but I'm talking about a woman, and she's talking about like um digestive problems or belly problems that she might have had. I don't know if this is liver or colon, but this is in the abdomen. Again, this is tradition. Anybody here have a potato salad, a backyard barbecue, things that need to happen again? Bigger woman, she wouldn't have minded swearing. She would have swore. She would have been really down to earth. I'm hearing things like bacon wrapped scallops. She would have been really food centric. There would have been something to happen here. She would have been very what I'm hearing is proud of her kids. She'd want to have like these sort of activities in the backyard, having people get together. These are the things that she wants to see. So, who's anybody here got a potato salad recipe? This would have been a really like a mom figure, kind of pissed off that people aren't getting together. Like wants to see people get together. I'm seeing a back deck, like I'm on a back deck looking down over, seeing like the net, seeing like I'm smelling barbecue. So is anybody here got something like that? It feels like the deck is something that you could go do this right now. Anybody get a tattoo for a woman like this? There's a tattoo here. She's showing me as well endowed, just like heavier, well endowed, down to earth, upset that people aren't getting together. So you're going to be part of a family that needs to get together. Anybody here got somebody like that? And why is it the bacon wrapped something? I don't know if there's grilling, like anybody. I know that people who do smoking and barbecuing can get like real crazy with the bacon. Like they can wrap like briskets and stuff with bacon, but like, hey, I'm gonna let people take it for a moment, like grab it if you will. If not, I'm gonna like start pointing my fingers at people because this is somebody that's here. Mm. My eyes keep going up to Devin. Like I keep going up to Devin. So Devin, can I ask you to unmute yourself, please?
Hi.
Okay. Is any of this connecting for you?
Yeah, a little, but I'm not quite sure where.
Okay. Let's start with the badminton net. Okay. Any did anybody do badminton?
That's where I can't figure out what what that's about. Does any of this involve a farm, perhaps?
What's that?
Is this farm related, perhaps? It might be someone that's in my house.
Might be somebody that's in your house. I don't see the farm. I see a deck. I see a backyard. I see a badminton fence, like a badminton net.
I don't have a badminton net or
No,
like
this is something that would have happened in the past, not something that you have right now. Like this is people like playing games in the backyard during a barbecue.
Oh, I know what this is. Yep. I know what this is. It's camp.
Okay. Talk to me about the potato salad.
That's got to be her sister's recipe. I'll have to talk to my aunt. That's
Okay.
I think that's exactly where this is going.
Okay. Are these
I know what this is.
help me
Okay.
help me out here, girl. Like help
No,
me out.
no,
Like
no. Now
this
I know exactly what this is. All right. Nope, this is me.
fill me in, please.
Oh, this is my mom's side of the family that it was a pressured thing to get together, but we did not for many, many, many years.
Going with the theme of tradition and getting together with family.
Mm,
Can I ask you, is this something that needs to happen with the remaining family members?
yeah.
Okay. Here's the other thing. I cannot believe she's going to make me say this. Like, I
Oh
have a
god.
hard time with this sometime. All right. You're all mentally ill.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh no,
You're
that's
all
that's
mentally
so valid.
okay.
That's
But
yep.
this is like, you're all a bunch of strung out squirrels. Okay. Like, you're all a bunch of
Mhm.
strung out squirrels. Like,
Mhm.
you're like, this one's over here and that one's over there. And like, nobody
Uh-huh.
can get their shit together.
No,
Okay.
that's exactly it. Yep.
All right. You guys will regret not putting effort into spending time with one another while you're here. So
Yeah.
somebody has to grab the bull by the horns. Okay. Somebody has to grab the bull by the horns. And God damn it, you better put relish in that goddamn potato salad.
Yep. Heard.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, that's definitely her. All right.
So now I'm going to call you out on some stuff. Okay. Well, I'm
Here we
connected
go.
with you. Here we go.
Every
We're going to
time.
call you out. We're going to call the whole goddamn family out. Here we are.
Uh-huh.
All
She
right.
does this.
So
All right,
everybody's
let's
like, oh
go.
my gosh, I want them to be at peace. I hope that she's doing well. Blah, 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 blah. I want to make
Mm-mm.
sure that they're all well. But then you guys aren't like doing the things that are showing them that you're well.
She does this every time. All right, let's hear it, Mom.
Well, no, it's just like somebody has to make the decision. Like, we're doing a thing on this date. Don't try to herd cats. Just give everybody a date in the future and say, we're getting together. You better show up. Don't make it a democracy. Don't make it a democracy. Don't go, what's good for everybody? What's good for everybody? Because then, okay,
Okay.
where is this is like the ADHD. Everybody's got it. Like, everybody's got it. Nobody can pay attention. Everybody's attention span is like 0.5 seconds.
Yep.
Right. Very, very short.
Yep.
Okay. Um, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay. Don't wait for summer to make the potato salad. Find that recipe, make it. Okay.
Okay.
And like, from their perspective, there is nothing more important than getting together with the ones we love, creating memories, leaning on each other's shoulders, sharing in successes, sharing in griefs and pains, like carrying the burden collectively. But you're still all a bunch of strung out squirrels. You really are, like a bunch of
Yeah.
strung out squirrels. So, is it possible for you to give up coffee? Yeah. So you got to be careful with this, okay? Got to be careful with this because
Okay.
if you're talking about having anxiety and being strung out, and then you're
Mhm.
like 3 or 4 iced coffees in a day, you might be contributing to it.
It might be the Red Bull.
Oh, okay. Well, do you see? Like I
Oh
think
no. I knew it was coming.
it's like 200 milligrams of caffeine. If you get like 200 milligrams of caffeine in a day, you are replicating anxiety. You're just
Yeah.
giving yourself strung out anxiety. Okay.
Yeah.
You have a man in your life?
Sure do.
Okay. Why is she putting a crown on him saying Prince Charming?
Because he is.
Okay, like a crown on him, like
Mhm.
Prince Charming. Okay.
Yep. No, really.
Be kinder to him. Be kinder to him, she says. Be kinder to him. God damn it, eat a Snickers, carry a banana. Stop being so goddamn hangry. You are so strung out on Red Bull and you're not eating right. Like, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. You know, okay, like, got to be kinder
Heard.
to this man. All right.
Oh, I know.
Oh, do you? Oh, do you? Okay, I'm not sure you do. Okay,
uh,
so now I'm gonna talk to you about something very deeply
here we go.
psychological here.
Oh
Okay,
God.
so here we go. I'm gonna give it to you because we're on the line with her.
Oh,
All right.
let's do it.
There is a part of you. There is a part. You better watch your ass. Okay, this is what she's saying. You better watch your ass. There is a part of you that does not believe you deserve him in your life. There's a part of you that does not believe you deserve him in your life. So then, if you can destroy it or fuck it up or sabotage it, then you're just reinforcing the belief systems that you have about yourself. So understand that you deserve a Prince Charming. Understand that you deserve somebody wonderful like this in your life, and do what you need to nurture it and preserve it, cherish it.
Heard.
Okay. Why would they do this to me?
She's sassy.
Okay.
Just
How do
say
I
it.
put
It's
this?
okay.
How do I put this? Okay. Apparently he keeps you nice and balanced.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Like, how do I say it? Physically balanced.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Like, so your needs are being met, apparently.
Yes. Yes, sir.
So that's actually more important to spirit than you realize, because there's a lot
Thanks,
of this
Mom.
physical stuff. We don't take care of ourselves. We don't feed ourselves. We don't take care of the physical part of ourselves. And that's so important because that's where we get all messed up. Um, I don't know why she would say this because I don't know who this is. She's just very proud of him. She's not taking the opportunity to say she's proud of you. She's saying she's proud of him. So he's got to be somebody
That's that
he's got to be
tracks.
somebody that needs that recognition.
Yeah, he certainly. Yeah, certainly.
Okay. The other thing too, Devin, do you know if this man has immune system issues?
He may. We don't know why he's sick, but he may be.
Okay. Just take this all with a grain of salt, but he needs a tattoo.
Heard.
Okay. But the tattoo, even if it's like, hear me out on this, even if it's like a $50 shop minimum, small little tattoo, okay? Um, the act of getting a tattoo is gonna regenerate some of his blood cells, like his white blood cells. So like getting a tattoo will help with the immune system.
Okay, we can do that.
So if he gets a little tattoo, it might actually kick the sickness out or help like regenerate some of the immune system issues. Okay.
I feel like that.
Is he better in the kitchen than you?
Uh, it's 50-50. I wouldn't go that far though.
Okay. Why am I seeing this is usually on the back of a Bisquick box, cheeseburger pie.
I was just talking about making one.
Okay. He needs to though. She
Oh,
wants him to.
oh fuck.
I think it's pretty goddamn simple to make a cheeseburger pie. You know what I mean? Like
Yep.
pretty easy.
Yeah.
Pretty simple. Okay.
Oh man, she roasts me every time.
Okay. Well, you got shoulders broad enough to handle it. All right. But
It's so funny. Oh my god.
here's something that you need to know. You only, and this isn't to say that you're going to die soon, but you only have so many Julys left.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? These summer barbecues, like
Yeah.
the barbecues,
No,
the
I know
summer
what she's talking
get-togethers.
about. I know
We
exactly
only
what she means by that.
we only have so many opportunities to get together. Remember, this is a message for everybody. Get together with your people while you can before you're dead and you're regretting that you didn't, or before somebody that you love is lost and you're regretting that you didn't. Okay. She also wants your man, your Prince Charming, to drive more slowly and put the phone down.
He can hear you, and I appreciate that. Thank you, mother.
Big supervisor energy here. Okay. Can I ask you something,
Oh,
Devin?
yep.
How long have you been together?
About 6 months.
I, so I'm gonna like just illustrate how this works. If I don't say the thing that they give me, I don't get anything else. So like
Okay.
if I don't
Say
say
it.
the thing, they shut it off.
Okay.
Okay. So I roll my eyes a lot because I have a great deal of difficulty delivering this message. This really feels like a forever thing, and y'all need to start thinking about marriage.
Perfect. Clock it. You heard it. You heard. Listen, I've been showing him rings. I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm like, listen, I didn't get this tattoo on my pretty hand for nothing.
Okay. So I didn't like because I just ran the risk of like spoiling something. You know what I mean? So as long as that's a conversation that you guys are having, um, but let me tell you why you would get that message. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me tell you why you get that message. Um, to help remove any of the doubt that you have that's related to your past traumas. So the traumas from your past relationships are giving you like fear sunglasses. Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Like okay, so cut the shit. Like just cut the shit. Like
Yeah, no, that's exactly how she'd say it too. So yeah, valid.
cut the shit. Cut the shit. This is not your past. This is your future. This is not your past. This is your future. And you've got to know the difference. You're smart enough to know the difference. Okay. And she tells him not to be cheap when it comes to the ring. Okay. Like, never cheap.
I love this woman.
Take you on a trip, take you on a trip,
Right.
like take you on a trip, like a 3-day weekend, something like that. But you've got somebody who is chivalrous, somebody who knows how to do it right, somebody who's good. So this whole Prince Charming thing, I think, is going to work out for you. And then because we're talking about traditions, you guys get to create your own traditions.
Yeah.
So you got to think about the traditions that are in the past that like goddamn potato salad with relish, and then think about the new ones. All right. Like Friday night pizza night where you guys make pizza together, like put the dough out and make pizza together, all that good stuff. Um, and thank the both of you. Want to thank the both of you for both of you minimizing your addictive tendencies. like like you guys are good together. This is good. Okay, this is good. Just know that both of you should be an open book to each other. Okay, super important. Just talk about your pains, talk about your bullshit, because when we start to internalize things and not share them, that's when we struggle with things on our shoulders, and then that's when we make bad decisions. So make sure that the lines of communication are always open, and it feels really good because it doesn't feel like the two of you are going to judge each other too much.
Yeah.
Like you're able to relate. You're doing really good for yourself. She's really proud of you. She just needed to get in the proud of him before she told you that she's proud of you. Okay.
Yeah, that's how it goes usually.
But it's interesting because it feels like she needs to show up and be mom energy for him because he might not have it.
Yep. Correct.
Like she wants to mom somebody who needs that. Okay.
Yeah.
So, and wait, God damn it, girl, this is 2025. Why don't you goddamn propose to him?
Right?
Like, what the hell are you doing waiting around like a damsel in distress? Propose to him.
Right?
Okay. Like, what kind of ring does he want?
Oh, I'm looking at rings for him too, don't worry.
Okay. Don't have a fear reaction based off your past traumas. Okay. This really feels like a forever thing. So just lean into it. Okay. You could have something that Isaac and I have. Okay. Like the distance, the length of time, like all of that, the ride or die. You could have your ride or die. Okay. Don't let fear fuck it up. All right. All my love to you. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Okay. Keep talking to her and make that goddamn potato salad. Much love to you. Bye-bye. Okay. All right. So next one is this. Hmm. This man feels like he has a deep voice to me, and he doesn't feel particularly Caucasian. Um, and a cigar, like a deep voice cigar. Um, like I don't know if it was an actual cigar or like a Swisher Sweet. Uh, he feels like Latino to me almost. Or okay, so I'm just gonna say it. Marisol, I know you're from Florida. I know you're from Florida. Please take yourself off mute. Show me the video because I'm getting like down south vibes. This might not be you, but I want to talk to somebody about um I want to talk to somebody about like um Hispanic man, deep voice, cigar smoker.
Um, my great grandfather smoked cigars. I'm
Okay.
not really sure. My grandfather did. Could be my uncle.
No. Hold on. And I'm sorry you're kind of breaking up here, but I
I
I
never
hope that
saw
you
my
can
uncle
hear me.
smoking cigars, but again, he can you hear me now?
I can, I
Hello?
can, I can, I can, I can. Who had the deep
Okay.
voice and like the Santa laugh?
My grandfather. My
Grandfather.
grandfather.
Okay. All right. So we've got we've got grandpa coming through for you. Was he Hispanic? Was he Latino?
Yes. My family's from
Okay.
Puerto Rico.
Okay. This is it. 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 Okay. Okay. Um English wasn't his
Wow.
first language. English wasn't his
No,
first language, was it? Okay.
no.
He's like I'm having a hard time with this because I only really know English. He's trying to call you something he's giving me the English version of it. Like where'd you go? Papita or like baby girl or something like that. Do you remember his nickname for you? Did he call you something like that? What does
Mari.
papita mean? Do you speak Spanish?
A little bit, but no one's ever called me that.
Do you know what that means?
Papita. Um, no, but like,
He's giving you a term of endearment and he's asking you, why did you stop dancing? He's asking you why you stopped dancing. Like something took the wind out of your sails. He is asking you why you stopped dancing. And like you gotta know that fire is in your blood. Okay, like if that fire is in your blood, what happened to that? What took the wind out of your sails? What made you stop dancing? You don't even need to answer it, Marisol. Don't even feel like you need to answer it. It's more rhetorical because that dance is an indelible part of you. He'd also like a goddamn cigar. Okay. So like make a cigar offering to him. Okay, this is super important. Make a cigar offering to him. Um, do you remember? Did he do anything to his lungs? Did he hurt his lungs? Do you remember what he passed from?
that's my great grandfather. I never met him,
No, 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 no,
but
no, no,
he
no.
he he died from lung cancer because of the cigars.
Well, he's saying to you that he's happy you're not doing this to you. Like there's something that you're not doing to yourself. So you must not be smoking or not heavily or what have you. He's saying that he's happy you're not doing this to you.
Oh boy, he's wrong. I do smoke.
Maybe it's
I
different. Maybe you're smoking something different. I'm not sure. Maybe your body is more conducive to it. I don't know. I'm not going to give you permission to smoke.
no, of course. It's
But
one thing
what
that I'm trying to stop.
Okay, then
I'm
maybe he's
trying to
talking
stop it.
about it. You know what I mean? Maybe he's talking about the lung cancer and stuff like that, and maybe wants to encourage you to stop. I mean, it's not healthy for anybody. Some people survive it better than others, but it's not healthy, really. Why would they? Okay, we're gonna go back to like the full length skirts. Okay, the full length skirts. Okay. Ah, thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you, Elizabeth, for
Mommy,
that.
see?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I got
Okay. Okay.
mommy a
Okay.
lot.
Thank you for that.
Mommy
Okay.
or mamita.
What about like when you dance with like skirts and like you grab them by the side and you dance, it's almost like salsa dancing.
It
Why have you stopped?
just don't have it around me. I really don't have it around me. My mother moved us to Florida, and I don't know. I just don't have it around me, but I want
Okay,
it.
pull your shades, turn the music on, like move the stuff out of the middle of the room and get your dance on, okay? There's something about the hot sauce being in your veins and you gotta like use it, all right? Like you gotta dance. It's just good for you, okay? The next thing is also your ergonomics are awful. Do you know what ergonomics are? So
Yes.
ergonomics are like office, like he's talking about your shoulders being like shit. You need a massage. He's like pointing me to your shoulders specifically, like almost like rock hard right here. But
Yep.
it's your ergonomics. So you want to like right now, my laptop is like eye level. You want to make sure that like your laptop's eye level, your arms are at a 90-degree angle. You want to look at ergonomics. So are you working from home?
Yes.
Okay. So you're not going to have an ergonomics officer. You know what I mean? You're not going to have somebody checking your workstation to make sure that your body's conducive and all of that. You just want to try to set up your workstation a little bit better. Okay. He says, well, standing desk would be great, but there's something wrong with the bottom of your feet. So he doesn't want you standing. He
I
doesn't want you
have a
standing on
standing
your
desk
feet.
too, and if I stand for too long, my feet start to hurt.
Yeah. So like there's like I think you're gonna be better sitting, but he wants you like to sit. Is this your mother's father?
Yes.
I wanna this man is so proud of everything that you've overcome. And nobody's told you that. Like he is so proud of everything that you've survived and everything that you've overcome. And like you're like a survivor with a capital S, okay? And there are some things that we can't talk about in polite company, but he's incredibly happy that you're still here on Earth, okay? Like you need to know it. Like you've survived it all. And just like Devin, you need to leave the past in the past and focus on the future. Focus on the future. Focus on your windshield. Leave the past in the past. Um, It's interesting. He says that you're making spirit stuff way too complicated. You overthink things, you doubt yourself, you're just making it way too complicated. You're overcomplicating your relationship with spirit. He's just like, you're just making it, you're just overthinking way too complicated. You're overcomplicating your relationship with him. He just needs you to know he's with you. Okay. He's with you. And what's fascinating too is um like how many brothers and cousins do you have?
I'm an only child, but I have a crap ton of cousins.
Okay, hold on one second. How many of them are male?
Um, 4?
Okay, so here's why I bring that up. He's with you. He's coming through for you. You don't really like you have women in spirit, okay? But but they're not around you. They're around the men because the men are the one that need the babysitters. Like they're the ones that need their heads pulled out of their ass. So he's like your guide, right? But then the women, the moms, the grandmas, they're around the men trying to make them like act right.
Yeah.
Okay, they're trying to get them to act right. All right. But I gotta speak to this. This is important because like I'm as white gets, and I am way up in northern Vermont. Okay. I want to speak to this. Um, it's not easy being a minority. It's not easy being Puerto Rican. It's not easy being Puerto Rican in Florida. It's not easy Nowadays, it's not. It can actually be quite terrifying. So I want to speak to you about this and the fact that it is scary. Okay, it is scary. um it's interesting. I want to This is fascinating. He's trying to give you a little bit of magic. Okay, he's trying to give you a little bit of magic. um what I'm seeing is what looks like a silver platter, like a round silver platter, okay, like an ornate platter. In the center, a candle, and around the edges, dried flowers. Okay, so like find some dried flowers from a botanica or something like that, dried rose petals, dried flowers, something, make a circle, and then just simply light a candle and ask for like under the radar safety. Do you know what I mean? Like under the radar safety of that just like nobody can see me, blah 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 blah, safeties, like a little bit of protection magic to make people divert their eyes. Do you know what I mean? Just to kind of like fade into the background, a little wallflower magic. Not that you really have anything to worry about, generally speaking, but that little bit of candle magic would do something to ease your heart. It would be something good for your mind and your heart, give you a peace of mind. Okay. Um, we might not ever get a chance to connect with you and this man again like this, so I have to say everything that he's got to say to you. He And I don't know if this is literal or figurative. Um, he says the time for self-harming is over. Like, and what I'm seeing is like clawing at oneself, like scratching oneself, like clawing oneself. So I'm not sure if you're like actually self-harming yourself physically or if it's all psychological, like self-harm. It's time for it to be done because nothing good comes from that. It's time to build yourself up instead of tear yourself down. And you really need to think about where your ancestors would have been 500 years ago. Tell me something why I would see fish hung up on a line, like fish hanging from a line, like a string of fish. Is that something traditional for you?
I used to go fishing with my cousin a lot. Um, and we recently, me and my significant other and my daughter, my youngest daughter, have tried to bring that back and tried to go fishing because he's pretty much my husband. We've been together for 13 years. I consider him my husband. Um, so when we can, when we have the time, we'll go fishing because we love it. It's just calming, and it's something
Okay.
that I used to do when I was younger with my cousin.
You see how that's a tradition and you should do more of it? You know, like that strength that comes from it, the peace that comes from it. Definitely should do that. Okay, hold on. Why does he why does he want you to get freaky for Christmas? Like he's talking about like making Christmas, but then it gets real weird. Like, how
I
can you
don't
get
know.
weird with Christmas?
Um,
Wait. Here's a question. Do you have alien ornaments? Like UFO ornaments or something silly like that?
no, I have Nightmare on Elm Street ornaments.
Okay.
And we were thinking about doing a horror movie themed Christmas tree this year.
Okay. See, Christmas, but weird. Do it. You're gonna have your own, you're gonna have your own tradition there, right? Like horror movie Christmas. That sounds fantastic. Don't think
We were
about it,
also
just do
thinking
it.
like Krampus and stuff. So yeah.
Do it. Yeah, do it. Don't get too you just overthink. You overthink, 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 and then you like get clammed up. So he wants you to just do it. Just the caution to the wind, just take the leap. Don't get too complicated. Um, he also wants you to remember memories have the weight that you give them. So when he's talking about the past and all the things that you've survived in the past, they're in the past. They're not a danger to you now. But if you don't know how to hold them here, you can give them way too much power. You can give them way too much power. He's like, this is interesting because like the crux of Nightmare on Elm Street is like, I don't fear you, Freddy. You have no power over me, right? Like all of that. Okay, then you have to deal with your past and your traumas and not give them any power. Like you can remove them, like you can't erase them from your past, but you can take away the power they have over your present by remembering that it's in your past. Um, just as tough, just as wonderful, just as strong as any of the ancestors that would have come before you, any of the ancestors that would have come from, I don't know, was it Spain to Puerto Rico, then Puerto Rico to America? Is that what it is? Okay. So,
Oh, yeah, Spain, the slave trade did come through. The English and the Dutch did come through
okay.
as well, but Spain was a big one.
Okay.
I
The
know my
point of the
father
message
was
is
of Taino descent, so
what's
he
that?
was the Tainos were the original inhabitants of Puerto Rico, and
Okay.
they were pretty much taken
What
out.
was grandpa?
I believe Grandpa was Spaniard.
Okay. What he's talking about to you now is you're defining yourself through a lens of weakness when he needs you to know you're as strong as any ancestor that would have crossed oceans to get to new lands. Whole new set of circumstances, whole new set of monsters, whole new set of, oceans to cross in that way, but you are as tough as they are. You have to give yourself some credit. So I'm going to ask you this question. It's going to hurt a little bit. If you had a daughter who was born into your life and been through everything that you've been through, turned her life into what you've turned it into, would you be proud of that daughter?
Absolutely. 100%.
Okay. That's the way that you need to look at yourself, not through the lenses that you're looking at yourself right now. You need to give yourself the credit where credit's due because they see an incredible, strong, supremely good hearted descendant. So what they're watching is completely different than what you're seeing. And they know the truth better than you do. They want to give you the credit where credit's due. So just don't give your past too much power. Go fishing as soon as possible. Do you know what I mean? Go fishing as soon as possible. Keep that tradition alive. Um, Haha, how old's your daughter?
Um, which one? I have a 16-year-old and a 30-year-old.
Okay, so we're talking about the 16-year-old here. Okay, the younger one. The reason that I ask is because, um, and I don't know how this correlates. I don't know how this corresponds. But remember how I said you need to dance more, okay? Um, you need to get your younger daughter to dance more with you, okay? As awkward and as silly as it might be, but there's something about mitigating boy crazy energy, like mitigating it. Like, does she have is she I mean, she's 16, right? So I don't know at what point she is in any of that. But if she has energy like that, or if it's gonna come into her later, the dancing is gonna help. Okay. So I think it's just a lot of what are we gonna do with our hot sauce? You know what I mean? What are we gonna do with the hot sauce in our veins? We got to give it an outlet, and I think dancing is gonna be a good one all around for you guys. Okay.
Okay.
Also, please celebrate your own birthday. Please celebrate your birthday, not theirs, but yours. When your birthday comes around, it should be celebrated. Okay. Just very, very proud of you, very with you. Do him a favor and light him a cigar. Okay. All right. Take care of yourself. I don't know why I need to leave you with this. Um, maybe because I think in some of his movies he smoked a cigar. This is weird because I'm shifting between one spirit to the next. You have Amazon Prime?
No, I have Amazon.
Okay. So on Amazon Prime, there's a new documentary for John Candy.
Oh, I've been wanting to see that.
Yeah. The I Like Me documentary.
Yeah.
Just like I was really good. It's a tearjerker. It's really good for anybody that would have appreciated John Candy's energy through 70s, 80s, 90s. I really recommend it. Just bring your tissues because it's a tearjerker. It is really good. Thank you, Brandy. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. So just know that you're blessed, know that you're protected, know that you're loved, and know that they're really proud of you. Okay. Give them a cigar, go fishing, go dancing.
Thank you.
Okay. All my love to you. Here we go. Here we go. All right. I'm going to mute you. Okay. Anybody here have troll dolls? You guys remember the troll dolls with the hair, like the pointy hair? Okay. Anybody here have troll dolls that came from like a bingo table? Like I'm seeing bingo. I'm seeing like you know how like some people would bring the little knickknacks or the good luck charms to bingo? Does anybody have something like that? Um, did anybody have anybody in their life who played bingo would have had the tchotchke, the knickknacks, the good luck charms with them? I'm feeling a bigger woman and I'm having a hard time breathing. So I don't know if she had like congestive heart failure or uh like lung stuff. No bingo players here, no bingo anything. Nobody has that. So hi Brandy.
Right. So my
So
grandmother played bingo a lot. She was and also loved to gamble.
okay. Was she a bigger woman?
She short but big. Yeah.
Okay. Did she have a hard time breathing?
She died of lung cancer and CHF,
Okay. What's CHF?
congestive heart failure.
Ah, so both of those things. Okay. So I'm feeling it here. Okay. Um, are you bored?
No. Bo- Not in life in general, but bored at work.
Okay. I'm not sure really how you could turn work into a game, but she's talking about the bingo. Do you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like turn it into something fun. Or or maybe I don't know, maybe the people at work need to have like a team building time. You know what I mean? Team whatever. Very
Yep.
important. But here's the other thing. Um, you can't be bored. Okay, so I'm talking about your health in general and what she's referring to, and I don't mean to get you scared when I say this. She's talking about cognitive health. Like cognitive health. You need like let's say that you need to keep your job, you're bored at your job, but she's talking about like avoiding the soft brain of old age. Do you know what I mean? Like learning new things, doing new things, not sliding into complacency, not just like there's something up here that you need to stimulate and you need to challenge yourself, whether it's through games or new studies or something like that. You need to figure out how to um sorry. She's just like he's talking specifically about cognitive decline?
My grandfather, who I was very close to, her husband died of Alzheimer's.
And I'm not here to frighten you with this. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not here to say it's a
Yeah,
guarantee or anything like that,
sure.
because I think all of us can relate. The older we get, the slower we get, right?
Yes,
And
absolutely.
there's a certain sense of neuroplasticity, like neuroplasticity. You know what I mean? Like, you got
Yeah.
to create new pathways. You got to keep it going. Got to keep it nubile. Okay.
Hmm.
And again, what's fascinating to me is this is really intense energy that's coming through. Like, this is more important than you realize.
Okay.
You
Okay.
got to challenge yourself, whether it's like going and learning, like, I'm taking piano lessons because it gives me a headache, like, like
Okay.
I need to learn new things. I need to do new things to keep this fresh and nubile. You need to do something that keeps your
Okay.
mind from going soft. Okay.
Okay.
Like, you like a challenge, what have you. Um, but you're not a smoker, so you're not going to give yourself the
No, I'm
things
not.
that like, you're not going to intentionally give yourself the lung cancer or what have you. Okay. um I don't have any choice in any of this. When I set out to do this, I don't know who's going to come through. I don't know who's going to talk. And you and I, Brandy, have connected before, right? Get your friends, get your
Yeah.
family. I don't know your Graham, right? I don't have any choice in any of this.
Right.
But here's a message that I have to share with you. When it comes to creating new neural pathways, and look, learning things, classes, what have you, I mean, all of that's important. But let's talk about the other neural pathways that you've created. Over the past year or two, you've gone through an incredible shift and a change in the way you think about yourself and the way you think about life.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You are proof positive that people can find peace. You are proof
Yes.
positive that you can give peace to your loved ones in spirit.
Yes.
When I say, like, if we want Graham to rest in peace, we got to live in peace. You know what I mean?
Yep.
As best we can. You're
Yep.
somebody who's really brought that home. You've really worked on your peace and you've really given them a lot of peace. And that's important to note because you're a shining example. You still have work to do. You still have bad days. You can still be an asshole to
Absolutely.
yourself, yada, yada, yada. But like, the majority of it is majorly shifted. And in that way, you've given them the lottery. Like, they've won the lottery watching you. So they don't have to. I mean, think about how many people on earth are suffering every day. Think about how many spirits are watching their loved ones suffer unnecessarily. Like, I'm just going to say it. You know how many people get manipulated by the news? How many people
Yes.
are, oh,
Yeah.
like, oh my gosh, the illegals are taking our money because they're manipulated by the goddamn news?
Yeah.
Like, and then they're in this place of suffering for their entire life. And then they die, and then they're like, oh shit, well, maybe it was the oil subsidies to the oil billionaires that made it so I couldn't afford my goddamn rent. Right? You
Maybe.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a lot of manipulation, a lot of suffering that's going on in this world,
Absolutely.
and a lot of it's unnecessary. So I want to say to you, Brandy, that thank you for being gentle with yourself.
Thank you. You have helped so much with that.
But you've done the work. You know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
I
Yes.
can show you the words, but you're the one that reads them.
Hmm.
Graham's coming through here. Okay, why would she want you to do handmade Christmas ornaments, handmade Christmas crafts, handmade Christmas things? Why is she saying get your hands like making Christmas things?
We always
What's
used to
that?
do that as kids. My grandfather
Christmas
always used
things?
to do that with us. Yeah.
Okay, 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 okay. Again,
Yeah.
there's that tradition.
Hmm.
Do you know what I mean? There's that tradition.
Yeah.
So I knew walking into this that this was going to be the tradition. We've talked about a lot of traditions here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fishing, dancing, cakes, potato salad with relish. Now they're talking about the Christmas ornaments. You have kids, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
3 of
Have
them.
you gotten together with those kids to have a craft time for Christmas?
Not in several years.
Okay. So here's something that I want to tell people about, because we are really entering spooky season. Now, when I was talking about the veil, okay,
Yes.
well, that's the veil between us and our ancestors and the dearly departed. Here's a little bit of information for folks. The dearly departed and our ancestors are not the only spirits that we interact with. They're not. And what I have found is basically this next 6 months, especially, going to get real active. And what we're walking into once we walk through Halloween and Samhain, spooky season doesn't end there. It's just getting started. This is why, and traditionally, there's a ton of spooky stuff around Christmas. A ton of spooky stuff around Christmas. Christmas ghost stories, Christmas, it gets real weird, it gets real spooky. The spooky stuff doesn't end on Halloween, it just gets started. So when it comes to traditions, keep those traditions going all throughout the winter, especially through midwinter and Yule. It's super important. Pumpkin roll. What's pumpkin roll got to do with anything? Why did I just see a pumpkin roll? Like, you know what I mean? Like the dessert, you know what I mean? The pumpkin roll.
Yeah. Yeah. It was one of her favorites. And we had
Okay.
it every fall. Anything pumpkin she had to have, but that pumpkin roll with the cream in the middle, that
Yes.
was her favorite.
Okay. Do you see why she gives that? Because
Yeah.
the traditions are what knits us together, that what keeps us together. Those um who in your life has a broken heart? Not you. Like I'm
No,
looking at your kids.
my
You have a
youngest.
daughter with a broken heart?
Yeah.
Okay. The crafts and the tradition's going to be really important there. And now I'm seeing like the goddamn cranberry with the popcorn, like making the
Yep.
garland, that
Yep.
sort of stuff. I really, okay, here we go. If you can set up something like this at work, do you know what I
Oh,
mean? Get
okay.
people together at work, see if you can get some craft materials, instead of going and buying the Christmas decorations, see if they'll buy the popcorn and the cranberries and the things, and you guys can get together after work one day or on the weekends and make a bunch of stuff and have that like team building activity. Just try. I know that you're an intelligent person, Brandy, but there's this saying about being bored. You're just not thinking hard enough. You know what I mean? Like if you're bored, you're not being creative enough. So there's a level of creativity that you got to bring to whatever makes you bored. I got a strange question here. Is anybody on this call of a Jewish heritage? Does anybody have like, is anybody Jewish here? I want to just talk about what popped into my head. Um, is anybody familiar with on how some doorways of Jewish homes there's like the little scrolls?
Yep.
Are you familiar with that?
Mhm.
Like I've seen that in some houses. Like they'll walk in and they'll like there's a little like it's like a little rectangular box on the door when you walk into the entrance, and there's a little scroll on the inside, and they'll kiss it. I
Yes.
don't know if you've ever seen that. Like they'll kiss it when they walk in.
My oldest daughter, she has a boyfriend. They're talking about getting married. He's Jewish, and they have one at their house. Mm.
Ah, okay. Now here's where it gets peculiar. I'm gonna call out Michelle Gerard here. So here's a funny thing. So the box that says Michelle and Julie, okay. Yep, unmute yourself here, please. Unmute yourself.
Yes.
Hi, Michelle.
Hi.
Hi. Okay. Did you just hear what I was talking about scrolls?
Yes.
Okay. Why am I being pulled to you?
Wow. My husband's mother was Jewish, and she had one on the outside of her house.
Okay. So isn't that funny? Like I'm talking to Brandy about it, and as much as I'm talking to Brandy about it, I'm like going to Michelle. Like I just am being pulled up to you on my screen.
Mhm.
That's a really cool tradition. It's not my tradition. It's not from my culture, not my tradition, right? But it's a cool tradition. So I'm not sure if like that's something that you can replicate. But Michelle, hold on one second.
Okay.
Um, you are in your own right, you would describe yourself as a like a self-professed magical practitioner.
Yes.
Okay. A little witchy. A
Yes.
little witchy.
Very.
Okay. Oh, very. Oh, okay, very. I want to talk to you about I need you to study that scroll. I need you to like lean into that. I need you to lean into that from a witchy lens, from a magical lens.
Okay.
I don't know exactly what it is. I don't know if it's a prayer on it, but what I'm seeing in my mind is you writing on like little pieces of paper and scrolling them up like that.
Mm.
Well, I already do that, but not related to Judaism.
Okay.
I write
So talk to
blessings
me.
on paper in some of my spell work that I put out to the world.
Okay. Do you roll it up like little scrolls?
Yeah, and then tie them. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
So what's that tradition from?
I
Just your
my teacher actually.
so
My craft teacher.
so it is a tradition.
Hmm.
I love that. So we've just gone full circle with tradition, 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 but um very much the spirit that works with me, Michelle, is calling you out for this, like in a good way,
Right.
like in a good way. That's a great tradition, you know, being magical, being witchy, getting into that stuff, you know, creating that energy in our home, doing the positive spell work in that way. I believe it has an effect, and it feeds our soul in the way a tradition will feed our soul.
Mhm. I agree.
So good for you.
Thank you.
Good for you. Thank you for being there. Thank you for doing that. With that being said, I want to leave this with everybody. Do your best because we are in the season of traditions right now. We're connecting to our spirits, we're connecting to our beloved dead. If there is, oh my gosh, okay. So before I can't stop here. Okay. Diane, hi, Diane. Hi, hello. Hello. Okay. I'm going to ask you to unmute yourself. All right. Oh, here we go. Okay.
Okay,
Thought I was wrapping it
am I
up.
there?
Hi, Diane. Yes, hi. I can
Hi.
hear you.
Okay.
Okay. Your loved one in spirit, did they did he like a Dr. Pepper or a soda?
Possibly. Hmm.
Are you making offerings?
Yes,
Okay. Sweet, sugary, fizzy offerings of any sort? Do me a favor.
okay,
Get a Dr. Pepper. Okay.
okay,
I'm very much tasting Dr. Pepper for your person. Um, can of Dr. Pepper would go a long way. That might come to you later. That might not come to you later. It might just be a brand new thing that your person wants. But there, man, it does taste just like Dr. Pepper. Talk to your husband about that. See if there's any memories, see if there's any pictures, see if there's anything that has to do with Dr. Pepper.
okay,
It'd be a root beer, but it's something very sweet and sugary like a Dr. Pepper.
okay.
How about the picture
Okay.
next to where you leave the offerings? He's holding a can of soda.
Yeah, there is a picture of him holding a can, but it's seltzer.
Is it seltzer?
Yeah, the picture that I have of him with some stuff is my little shrine, if you will.
It's seltzer. It's not Dr. Pepper.
It is seltzer, yeah.
Interestingly enough, seltzer has no calories.
True.
They want calories.
Okay.
So just get like a 12 pack of Dr. Pepper, okay?
Okay.
Feeling that very, very strong. And just so folks know, I know Diane. I know her loved one in spirit. I was friends with him. So very much couldn't stop this without saying hello to you, acknowledging that he's with you. Okay. Please put up some Halloween decorations.
Okay.
Okay. Just enjoy the season as it were. The next thing too, please, for you. Is Roger there with you?
He is.
Okay. Make sure you guys get plenty of ice melt this winter. Okay. I don't know if you have those crampons. I think we're gonna have an icy winter. Okay.
Okay.
You didn't thaw last winter, did you?
Nope.
Okay. Stock up on the ice melts, get the crampons. I think we're gonna have like a messy winter. Okay.
Okay.
Both of you are very loved, and thank you for keeping him close to your heart.
Always.
Gotta know that. Okay. The other thing too, if there are any traditions that you shared, you should be leaning into them. Bowls of ramen, macaroni and cheese, fruity pebbles, anything like that. If there are traditions that you shared with Thomas, please lean into them. Okay.
Okay.
Are you getting a little witchy yourself? Lighting candles, doing anything like that?
Yeah, I do light candles, yes.
Okay. A little bit of a sense of approval's coming through for you around that. You know what I mean? Like, keep opening the doorways, keep that bridge open. Keep that bridge open. Keep that connection open, okay?
Will do.
And in the same way, it's interesting. In the same way that I had to praise Brandy for how far she's come, I have to praise you for how far you've come. In the same way that I had to praise Mary Ellen for how far she's come and how much she's survived, I have to praise you for being a good and healthy and loving survivor. I think that's such a noble thing that we have to do is survive in a healthy way. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Much love to you and Roger. Enjoy your Halloween traditions. And Brenda, please make your cookies. Brenda, you there? Brenda? Brenda, you there? Hi, Brenda, make your cookies. Okay. I don't know if they're gingerbread or molasses, but just make your cookies. People lean into your traditions. They're what anchors us to our people and anchors us to our loved ones. Have those traditions, their strength. This is how we help channel our spirits. This is how we bring them closer to us. This is how we bring our loved ones in life closer to us. We are walking into not only spooky season, but the season of traditions, and that's so important. So take care of yourself, everybody. Have a wonderful Halloween. I won't be around until November, but lean into those traditions and bring your loved ones close, okay?
Thank you, Josh.
You're welcome. Take care of yourself, everybody. Much love to you. We'll see you next time.